Hey guys, it's me. I'm gonna put on my makeup and fix my crazy weird hair while I talk to you in this video, which I'm actually recording as well on my other camera. The other camera is less flattering to me than this one. This one's too clear and like shows how not good I look. Anyways, so I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch of different things. Some tricks that I learned, which are really helpful with toothaches and gum issues and teeth issues, and it's getting hot in here. Also, some new products I tried that I really like. My hair, my new channel, and I'm going to try to transform myself from this really horrendous looking state, especially over there. And and then I just am so I look so bad. I'm gonna put lipstick on. Something about putting lipstick on, it does make you look better. I don't know why. Um, okay, where to begin? This is probably gonna be a long video. I haven't made a video in a month, which my friend Thomas pointed out. Thank you for pointing that out, Thomas, because it made me I made me make a video. I was kind of making this video for you because you missed me and you said something, and I realized it's been a whole month. I'm shocked that it's been that long, but I looked at it, it was like on October 27th or something. Well, it's not a whole month, it's more like 3 weeks, but still, I appreciated that you missed me. Anyway, so my skin's kind of, I just washed my face because I was feeling kind of gross wish there was more light in here. The morning sun is coming up here in California, and it's 7:30 in the morning and it's 10:30 back east, and I've been on the phone texting different people back east because I have a lot of work to do there. So it's funny because they're all in the groove of being awake, and my world is just waking up, although I've been awake since 3:30 in the morning because I guess cannot sleep. So I wish I had a little music playing in the background. So I don't know what to think of this. I washed my face with this old favorite, which is really great, and I've had this forever. It doesn't come out anymore. This thing is broken. So what I do is I unscrew it, and I take some out, and I put it on my hand and wash my face. It's still good. It lasts forever. It's great stuff. But I wish that the container worked. So I did this, and then I added this to it just because this is my new stuff. It says one-step cleanser, sensitive skin. It's all in French. Purité, thermal, I don't know, dermaquillant, intégral. I mean, who can even pronounce this? French is so hard. Peu sensible. I don't know. Anyways, I just will never buy this again probably because it was sort of too creamy in a way where it didn't feel like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just use stuff the one time and you don't use it again. I know what I forgot. So, my skin feels really dry. And actually, from using this and that, I don't actually like the way it feels. So, I would not recommend this and this. Normally, this is great. Wow. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to use this pomegranate green tea purifying toner, which I got a while ago, I think at like Whole Foods or something. I don't remember. And sometimes I use it if, always sweep up. God, there's always spiders in here. Look at that guy. Last couple days, I've just killed like different little spider things. Little tiny thin ones, really easy to squish. That are just sort of there. I used to give them the name of somebody I didn't like, and then I would squish them when I said their name. I would name the spider, the person I didn't like. It was usually the guardian. But I just didn't know if that was good karma or not. So I decided not to name every single spider that I saw after the guardian. So, wow. Is this dirt? Is it dirty? I mean, it's not that bad, but I mean, it looks worse here than it does. Maybe it's just the color of the stuff. The color of the stuff is dirty, actually. So, what I learned from my toothache which I have an abscess, which is like, ugh, so disgusting. I don't know. It drains, and it's just sort of like I live with it. So, all right, enough of this. But what I found that really helped me with this incredible pain I had last night, which was very uncomfortable and I was not happy, was this is the best stuff in the universe, guys. Always have enough on stock. It's Arm & Hammer baking soda. And the other baking soda that, oops, where's the other baking soda? I had another, oh. I mean, I just grew up with Arm & Hammer, so I have this thing about it. It's like the only baking soda in the universe because, you know, it's the old standard. You saw it and you're growing up. But then this is new gold, CVS gold emblem. I mean, I needed baking soda. I don't know where does baking soda even come from? Does anybody know? Because I don't actually know. This is the box, you know, you put one in your refrigerator to absorb all the bad stuff. This is the thing. Salt is good for you. It's a crystal. And you should have enough salt in your diet to preserve, to cleanse, to kill germs, to keep away the negative entities. Where's my blonde hair? Who is this weird person? Ugh. So I'm not like against this because I do use it once in a while, and it's Now Solutions. Whatever, you know, it's pomegranate and green tea. I figure it is. I can tell it's kind of good. It's good. It's good. It's useful. So I'm gonna just obviously this is the Queen Ramble video. What am I? I have to talk about these different things. I have so many things right here. It's like so. The next thing I'm gonna put on my face after I toned is, and I talked about baking soda, which you should put in water and, you know, or take a scoop of it, mix it with coconut oil, and then put it wherever your gums are sore. Also, oil pulling, where you take coconut oil, which I had here. Of course, it's so typical. Anyways, coconut oil, and you rinse with that. You take 2 tablespoons of it or more and you melt it in your mouth, and they say for 15-20 minutes. I can never do it that long, but even if you did it for 5 minutes, it's still really good for you. So I needed new toner. New serum. So I was using this, which I liked. The thing I don't like about this is that you need 2 hands to unscrew it, and then, you know, make sure there's some in there by pressing the thing and then going like that. And it's just, I don't know, I find it annoying. I like things that are one-handed like this. So I was doing this little experiment where I had one side I was using this, which was this side, the right side. I was using Vichy Lift Active Serum 10. Where did they get these names? You know, they just make all this stuff up. Who makes all this stuff up? This is awkward. I don't like using it. I'm not going to buy this anymore because I don't like the way I have to take the way I get it out of the little bottle is too annoying. So even if it was good, I think there's other stuff that's just as good that's easier to deal with and easier to use. So I find this irritating because I'm often multitasking, you know. So, but I like the stuff itself. I just don't want to deal with that kind of, especially after I got my little hands on this one, which is the same company, Vichy. This does feel good. It's cool and it feels nice. It's almost a good idea to put something on one side of your face and not on the other to really tell. So anyway, this one is nice too. This one's called Aqualia Thermal Serum. I am not liking my hair right now. What is with this hair? It's not cool. This one is so much easier. Doop. Done, you know. You don't have to go screw, pull, press, suck, release. Where do you know, it gets all over. I hate that thing. I do not like that dispenser. This is faster. This one has a lot of fragrance in it, which very powdery, which reminds me of sort of those old-fashioned powdery fragrances, you know, the old days when they were doing. This just comes out so easy. I like it. It's very you know what that looks like? I heard the grossest thing the other day. Should I share it? I don't want to gross people out right away. First thing in the morning. Or do I? I don't know. Always put it on your chest. My chest has gotten pretty wrinkly actually. But you know, when you have these moments where you're looking at it and you're not moving, you think, oh, it's fine. You don't realize that as soon as you move a muscle, it shows every wrinkle that you've ever had or ever thought about, and every wrinkle before and after that. So, what the heck? Look at all these bugs. How do you guys get in here? How do you guys get in here? And what are you doing? How do you guys get in here? How do the bugs get in? Anyways, I also put stuff on my hands. You know what that looks like, right? You know, bodily fluids are actually good for you. So, you know, not get into eating people or anything like that. All right, so I put on my serum. Then because I ran out of that really nice vitamin C stuff that I did like, but I left it. I have the night cream and not the day cream, and it's Lumen. God, I look terrible. Let's transform myself. I wish I had a wig. Okay, so SPF, back to basics. Neutrogena, visibly even daily moisturizer. This stuff is very thick and nice. I feel like it definitely protects. SPF 30. Helioplex, essential soy, helps reduce splotchiness and the look of dark spots. It's funny, where do they get all these ideas to make all this stuff? What is in this stuff, and where do they make all these containers? Is this all made in China? I mean, where do they make all this stuff? You know, where do they make all these things? You know, where? Where do they make this, and how? How do they make all these things? Little bottles of things. Just makes me wonder, where does all this stuff come from? You know, our world is full of stuff. You go to the pharmacy. I do love a good pharmacy visit. I mean, I'm like addicted. I love the stuff. I mean, I'm all about it. I'm like, I could live in a pharmacy, you know, which is a world of its own. It's a doctor world. It's a self-medicating, self-care, world of self-care put on by the doctors, you know, the Pleiadians, the doctors. I always do my hands. My very old-looking hands. I'll always have old hands. I've always had old hands. You know, some parts of me just always showed how old my soul is. I mean, I had young hands when I was young, but I had old hands pretty quick. You know? And I never had like these super young, bouncy little boobs and then like older boobs after 3 kids. My boobs were always look like they do after you have 3 kids. Sort of. Okay. So I'm not in love with my hair at the moment. I cut it shorter because I don't know. I felt like it needed to be lifted up, and it seemed like I looked better if it was more shaped to my neck. And I was going to show you a couple different things. This, I bring everything in here, and then every single time I make a video, I go through the same thing. I can't find the one thing I was looking for. That's very weird. Anyways. Whatever. This stuff here, Tresem, that you can get in your local pharmacy, makes waves, whatever. I bought a little tube of the same company for lifting the roots, which is very thick. I don't know. This is more of a gel. I'm trying to get my hair to stick up. It's not really. I need the spray to make it stick up, because I have a singing lesson later and I want my hair to stick up. Yeah, so I need to color my hair. I've been missing blonde. I need to wash my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna I miss my blonde hair. I'm gonna use this now, which is that nice Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Spotless CC Cream. What's CC Cream? Then I bought these brushes. Only because one of them was actually useful. Maybe 2 of them, I guess. Hey. It's funny. And naturally, I don't have it with me. It's like a karma thing, I swear. All right, so I wish I had some music. Should I put on some music? So what's going on? Let's see. We're going to put this on. I'm trying to transform myself from a pale, just got up in the morning, actually blonde, to a pretending to be Auburn, redhead Auburnette. I don't know. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Why do we color our hair? It's sort of weird. So I had this idea about my new channel, and but I'm gonna save it for the end of the video. What I want to talk about now is this really cute channel I discovered where this young blonde Pleiadian girl married to this tattoo type guy, and she vlogs about her life with her little babies and breastfeeding, and she's super cute. And she blogs like I do, like a whole bunch of us do. We're all vlogging to connect with each other, to build the network, I believe, around the planet of a different vibration than the all the controls that have been in place by the whatever, Anunnaki, Illuminati, corporate America, whatever you want to call it. Because, you know, obviously there's this faction, a very powerful faction on this planet that controls the human species, which is really interesting because they designed this species, so that's why they're in control of it. Somehow they constructed the human body on this planet, and then they started intercoursing sexually with it, so that and then it was like it was reproducing. I think it's good to, if you have the time and you're not in a rush, if you're in a rush, you just take this and you go. If you're in a rush, you can just use this as everything, your base and everything. And I wish I had more light in here. The light is pouring in, but the video looks dark. You know, it's your cream and your SPF and your hydration and the whole thing. You can just, if you're in a rush, just this. But if you're not in a rush, get a nice brush and slowly brush it on because it feels good. And brush up and give your face, every point in your face is connected to every part of your body, which is the same thing with the hands and the feet and the head. Everything's connected. So when you contact these points in your face that connect with the rest of your body, like your organs, for example, you know, you give it a nice massage. It's like a little bit of self-love in a way, self-care. The brush feels good, you know, and it's like, I love myself. I love myself because I'm giving myself this lovely. Anybody who would be brushing my face with this gentle brush and stimulating all my organs must love me, right? So I must love myself. Why is it okay to love ourselves, people? Can we love ourselves? It's funny how this wears off. The back of this, it's like gone. Whatever it said, it's goodbye. So, oh, I know what I forgot. You know what I forgot? My I really like this thing too. I wonder if I should just go get it. Where is that? All right, I'm just gonna go get it. We'll just walk over there and go get it. There's the morning sun. See? Yeah, it's better. See, there's light. La 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 la. So yeah, I realized I hadn't made video in a while. I have to tiptoe because I have my shoes on actually, and my neighbors can hear every step I make, every move I make. So I'm in my bathroom now, looking for my special thing, which is this. And yes, I've had a cough. Okay, what was the other thing I wanted to get? What the heck was it? Something else. Anyways, don't know, can't think of it. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I don't want to show anything in my house. It was so sunny, isn't it? So sunny. So nice and sunny. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you, sunshine. Okay, so I think the reason I bought this, Salma Hayek's. Oh, it's so dark over here. Oh, I love her stuff. It smells so good. I bought it because I like the way it smells. And it said it was curl cream, and I knew I was kind of getting my hair shorter, so her stuff has the best fragrances. Let's face it. Salma Hayek. She smells good. She smells good. Let me get that. Yeah. Sometimes it's worth getting something just for the scent, you know? All right, I want some light in my hair. I have to, I don't know, I figure out this hair. First of all, my roots are coming in. The dark red shampoo that I've been using, it definitely does keep the gray away and darken things, but it doesn't, can't, I guess it does help to turn things red, but not like at the roots. It just kind of, I don't even know. I don't know. It's a lot to maintain. Part of me wants to shave my head. I was writing that on Facebook that part of me wanted to shave my head. I wish I had. This is not very good light. This is not good lighting. Ugh, I need to put my makeup on. So, I wish I had some music on, but I don't know what to put on, and I don't want it to be too loud. Where can I go where I can have a better, so much stuff. What about here? What about here? How about here? Then you can see my Buddha guys. My Buddha guys. I have a whole setup over there. So this girl in this video, who is super cute, talks about nursing her kids, and she talks about being magic. And she uses the word magic because when a woman has kids, sometimes, and she is able to nurse her babies the natural way with her body and her boobs, her breasts, whatever, she does, it is known to, you do feel magical. I felt magical and I started talking about it and everybody gave me crap. Well, some people loved it, but few people gave me crap. And she was talking about it in a super cute way. She's like, I'm magical, you know, because she felt that way. She was very sweet and innocent about it. She wasn't offending anybody. It was like, you said you have magical breasts? You said you had a magical crystal? I mean, I was accused of saying that I had a magical crystal. Isn't it? I thought it was a free country. You know? All right. I am winging it with this because I have seen, when I look back on some of my old videos, I watch myself putting makeup on myself, and it's so annoying because I don't finish it. And I think, oh my God, all these people must be watching me, wishing I would just smooth that out a little more or put a little extra on to fill it out. And I can't see it myself for some reason. So when I'm doing it and I don't take enough time to fix it or whatever because I get distracted and I'm moving on, or I think it's okay and then it's sort of okay, but then not, I don't realize that when I look to the left you can see how imperfectly I did my makeup. What was that? So this is terrible lighting. I feel bad. I can't really see anything. I need to put my glasses on. I think I'm getting old. I think I'm getting old. So I'm actually doing this by feel and by a blurry, the picture of this is very blurry. Oh, I need powder too. All right, there's this powder that my daughter loves. I think I'm gonna it's supposed to hide all the, this is that no-name stuff. All right, let's go. It's fun to make a video. I haven't made a video in so long. I feel kind of bad about it, but I want to make videos. I've been so busy dealing with the legal stuff. It's like I've been forced. Oh, is this the pink one? I've been forced to spend my time learning the law. And this is great, by the way. Oh, you know, this company, what is this? They don't even say the name of it. OGX? Is that the name of it? Whatever. Whatever. If you see this bottle, get it. It's great stuff. I never blend this in enough, according to my daughter. She's like, you don't blend it in, you just draw it on. I already have lipstick on, but anyways. So, this is what she loves. I'm going to bring it in the other room. So yeah, I have new channel ideas, but woo, hey, watch me turn into a light body. Hey, see my light body? Whee, holy cow. That is one bright morning. Holy God, that's bright. 8 of 10 of 8. So, Oops. Jane Alexander. I wanted to brush this on, but you can tell me if you think this looks any good. This is terrible lighting, sorry. I don't know. Anyways, put this thing back in. How do you open this thing up? This is annoying. How does it... Oh, shoot. I have to put the thing back. Help. Does it just go like that? Anyway, these are my glasses. Now that I wear glasses, I seriously am blind. The problem is these glasses are blurry, and you try to clean them, and they don't clean. You know, they're still blurry. Okay, so time for the eyebrows. Oh my God, am I still videotaping on this one? Oh, I'm ridiculous. See, the screen went blank, so the camera's probably still rolling. Should fix that. And here again, I'm doing this by memory because I can't see a thing. I can't see a dang thing. Hold on 1 second. This is ridiculous. All this stuff. Oh my God. I have too much stuff here. Too much stuff. I need a big giant box. Clear it all out of here. All right, so eyebrows. Now, I still do love this. Maybelline's Lash Sensation. So my new channel, I wanted to have the word blueprint in it because one of them, I'm going to make a couple different channels. It takes time to make these channels. I need to focus on it. And I've had to do a lot of law stuff, you know, even learning it and dealing with it in multiple different states because some people just like to file lawsuits in as many states as they can and make it life difficult for other people because their hearts are filled with cruelty and jealousy and meanness and vindictiveness. And it's sad. So what we need to do, I think as a group, what we need to do is team up. And I think we are teaming up. This is why we make these videos with each other, for each other. You know, we're connecting with each other. I recognize that girl who's nursing her babies. I recognize that spirit, that girl who's nursing her babies and enjoying her magical boobs. I'm not criticizing her for saying she has magical boobs and being all jealous and pissed. Of course, I too have breasts. So this is the thing about people with, when you have breasts, half the time you don't even like them because they're either too big, they're uncomfortable, they're burning, they're swelling, they're hot, they're getting attention you didn't want, they're not big enough, they're uneven, one is heavier than the other. Whatever. It's a pain in the neck to have them. So you have them and you don't even like them because they're a pain in the neck to have. They grow, they're weird, what are they doing here? They're right here, you know? You're like, what? And then other people give you crap for them. They either hate you for having them or they think you're not sexy because you don't have them, or they judge you for not having them, or they judge you for having them, or they judge you for having how big they are, or you have fake ones. I saw this woman the other day with a humongous boob. They were huge and tiny little waist, and she looked completely unnatural. That was not a normal human. That was a woman. She had the big lips. She had the typical. She looked so constructed by plastic that you almost wondered if she was actually a real human. You did wonder that, you know, because I was like, first of all, how does her waist go in that far? It was like a Dolly Parton thing, but you know Dolly's real. But this woman just, I mean, maybe if I talked to her, I don't know. She was checking me out in the weirdest way. We were checking each other out. It was kind of weird because women check each other out at the supermarket. So, okay, so I'm going to put this on my regular channel, Dee Dee Dancer, but I am going to have some new channels. Like I was thinking I'm going to do this crystal new blueprint because I want to just talk about, I want to bring in a whole bunch of stuff about my crystals because I have a whole crystal thing. And I really want to get into the crystal magic energy, you know, that I had. All I needed was my other crystal to do that magic energy, and I have done that in this channel. But I want to do more focused on it and more like I want to do videos of the camera in the little crystal world that I made, as the sun comes up, listening to something, music or one of these information videos or whatever. Trying to get my hair to stick up. I want that rock and roll sticky uppy look. I also want to get some new colors in here. So I was thinking about doing, coloring my hair with that same sort of lightning dark or lightning auburn. I don't know, it's a weird thing because it lightens. I think it's the only reason my hair hasn't been turning black this time is because I've been using that, but then it doesn't really darken it at the roots enough. So, but I want more light in my hair now. I can see why people do highlights because they want more light in their hair. So I get that. And now that I haven't had light in my hair for so long, I want light in my hair back again. I used to be only light. All my whole hair was light. That's all it was light. Now it's all dark, nothing, no light. So, I was thinking about trying to put in different highlights, create that power chocolate look, which is dark chocolate with flax seeds and sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. I want to get I wish I had a spray, that spray that holds it all up. So back to this cute woman with a magical breast. I support her. She's so cute. I mean, women have their breast issues. If your breasts are too small and you wish they were bigger, there's a lot of women who don't have breasts who resent women with breasts. So the women with breasts have to live with the resentment coming from these other women, and it really is hard to live with. So it's painful. You feel it. Don't think we don't feel it. What's so sad is that I have never really been comfortable with my breasts until I turned 48, 49 when I realized I had magical breasts. Well, I realized I felt the magicalness of my breasts when I nursed my first child. You feel that way. It's hey, no judgment. If you didn't have kids and you didn't nurse your children, that's no judgment. You could choose that, or you didn't choose that and it happened, whatever. Shit happens on the planet. Fuck, you suck, everybody sucks. Planet, fuck you, That's what the planet is. Basically, it's not the planet, but those running the surface Earth society are people who hate humans, and they just basically spend their entire time fucking with us. Yeah. And we don't know anything about it. We think this is all real, and we believe in all the fucked up shit that happens, and we blame ourselves for our shitty lives, and we go around feeling bad about ourselves, and we feel so bad about ourselves, in fact, because they make us feel so bad about ourselves that we give all our power away to some god or some guy or some angels or some whatevers in hopes that they'll treat us better or life will be better. We give all our power away and hope and pray that we aren't going to suffer. Isn't that amazing? It is a crazy ride to give all your power away. That's what we're doing here. It's called What Would Happen If I Gave All My Power Away to Someone Else. That's the game we're playing. We're not asking ourselves, what would happen if I loved myself? Because we probably already know what that's like off planet in our old home. We're playing Planet Fuck You, Planet Hell, the game of what would happen if I gave all my power away. Wow. And doesn't it suck to do that? I mean, for real, doesn't it suck to give all your power? We are so stupid. Why do we give all our power away to these unknown beings that we A, can't see, B, never met, C, aren't really sure of? We give all of our power. We have faith that we're giving it to something that's going to take care of us. We don't really know. Oh, it's awful. And usually we are giving it to the wrong person who has been hiding behind something else. The whole thing is just trickery. And for real, I'm not even kidding. And that's really what this channel is about. It's about exposing the trickery. So my new MBA club, I still like the magical breasts idea, but and it will be normal. And one day my idea will be normal, and I won't be shot down and made discredited by the law, or bitches who hate you and are in with the law. Like guardians who happen to hate you, guardian ad litems, or whoever the mediators are, who, if they hate you and they're in charge of your child and you, they hide that they hate you, but then they let them, that they hate you by taking away your rights as a mother, even though you've never done anything bad as a mother. Is that whole law thing. So the MBA club was going to be called the Matrix Busting Association. MBA, Matrix Busting Association, because I came here to bust the matrix. You know, a whole bunch of us did. We all came here to break down the current social structures, you know, together, because you have to do it together. So the way that we planned on doing it, I guess, was to come actually down into the matrix, full on believing it's real, like everybody else does. You know, live the life of a human stuck in the matrix, embrace all that means, all that all the experiences of it, which isn't really all that fun a lot of the time. It sucks a lot of the time. Think about adolescence. Think about the abuse you get. As soon as you come out, they cut off your penis, the top of your penis. As soon as you come out, they stick a needle in your heel, ouch, to get your blood so they can test you. Testing, it's all testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is all a testing ground. The whole thing's a science experiment, obviously. That's what the scientists and the doctors and the nurses are for, to monitor the body, the human bodies with what happens. That's why we're all being monitored, the doctors. The whole thing is a place for the doctors and the scientists to do their experimentation and then ask you for donations so that you will end up paying for it. And because of the goodness of your heart, you feel like you have to give this donation, right? Because you're like, oh, I have to donate to those poor people because I'm not suffering like that right now, so I have to give. And people are generous. Human beings are very generous often. When they're not being greedy, they're really generous. As you either have the greedy human or you have the generous, sweet, innocent human, you know? So, okay, so what else? When you want to heal your gums, if you feel a pain, I also have a broken tooth here. So I mean, this whole thing should be, I am going to the dentist soon. But, you know, they want to poke and prod. Dentist doctors, you know, sticking things, poking in there. You're there right in your mouth where you absorb your nutrients, you know. I mean, you're taking chances going to the dentist too. But I mean, so what I've been doing to avoid the dentist for all this time is using this and this. So what I did last night, because I've been pretty much having this under control for the last few months, but last night I was biting down on that tooth and it was hurting. And I don't know if anybody remembers that big pain I went through with that. I made some videos about that horrible pain and how I dealt with it energetically, and I was doing the energetic medicine. I'm not trying to make that devil sign, but they think this is the 666 devil sign, but it's not. You can make it whatever you want. We just have to think the evil away. You picture something else in its place is what you do to fix the matrix. Anyway, so I swished with olive oil. Coconut oil, although I brought olive oil with me. I was going to make a paste of this and olive oil or baking soda and coconut oil and mix this in it, which is what I actually did. I took a little bit of coconut oil, I mixed it in with this salt, baking soda, and I mixed it in and then I added these Apollo Herbs Comfrey Comfort with cucumber oil. It's organic burn and scar serum, but this stuff is amazing for your teeth because comfrey. So I met another woman who was from Lithuania, and she said she discovered the same thing, this exact same stuff. She used it on teeth pain, and the problem went away immediately. So it was validating. It's not just me. She said it too, and we just happened to meet at this market basket one day. So have this on hand, Comfrey Comfort. This Comfrey. This is a very important thing to have at home, along with things like this, Bach Rescue Spray, or Rescue Remedy, Bach Flower Essences Rescue Remedy. Oh dear. Oh look, this spilled. I bought this stuff from a girl who was at a farmer's market, $10, this little serum, which is now all over the table. Luckily, oils are good for you. Oopsie, they're just not good for your clothes. Shoot. And oil is good for wood. This is a dry oil. She says it promotes clear, soft, healthy skin. And Sarah Rose oil. Her packaging looks a lot like Dr. Hauschka, so I'm not sure if she's going to have to change that. But, oh, I just spilled it all over the table, so I'm getting it. I'm trying to put as much of it on my skin as I can. All right, so absolutely comfy comfort. I'm probably going to do this again. I'm going to do this oil pulling. The oil pulling is where you take some oil and you swish with it for 15 minutes. Really, I can never do it that long, but that was what you're supposed to do. And it is amazing. It does heal your teeth issues. And also coconut oil makes your teeth white. It whitens your teeth. And it really does. Coconut oil is amazing. And it doesn't go bad. Speaking of things that don't go bad, I have to share this quickie little thing with you. Because I discovered a couple things in my refrigerator that do not go bad. They don't go bad. It's the weirdest thing. This is one of them. You're not going to believe. Oops. These little flax chocolate brownie muffin things, I bought these like 3 months ago. Well, I guess a long time ago, 6 weeks ago. And they're still good. These things have, they're toasted coconut brownies. Their ingredients are egg whites, tapioca, flour, unsulfured toasted coconut, whatever. The whole thing isn't on here, but these have not gone bad. I left them in the refrigerator. I can still eat these. I ate one of these the other day. It was delicious. Whatever is in here, it does not go bad if you leave it in the refrigerator. So this means that it doesn't rot inside your body. And the other thing, which we don't eat, but it didn't go bad, is this weird Dahlia strawberry cheesecake. Dahlia, gluten-free. Now, we didn't even really eat this because it just wasn't good enough. And it is totally weird. Look, it's like you don't want this. But it doesn't go bad. It's hard as a rock now. What's weird about it is it never turned bad. It never got moldy, which I think is really unusual. So what's in here? It's wow, there's a lot of ingredients on here. See all that? That's a lot. That's a lot of ingredients. Desiccated coconut, cane sugar, coconut oil, tapioca spark, strawberries, potato starch, vegan natural this, tricalcium, sea salt, glycerin, alginate. Sodium alginate, what's that? Agave syrup, titanium dioxide, a natural occurring mineral. Maybe it's the titanium dioxide that makes it, so it doesn't. Fruit and or vegetable juice, vegan enzyme, gluten-free crust, flaxseed, psyllium, monocalcium phosphate, sea salt, xanthan gum, sunflower lecithin, polyphosphate, sodium bicarbonate. Yes, sodium bicarbonate. The sodiums are actually, I'm going to finally throw this out. I haven't thrown this out because, even though we only ate this much of it, because I just wanted to do a video on it and talk about how it never went bad in my refrigerator, and that those ingredients, I'm going to study them, but they don't go bad. So if they don't go bad in the refrigerator, what does that mean for your body? Is it good or bad? To me, it's actually good. I don't know. Here's another thing I have to say. This stuff is amazing for helping tone your skin. So I've been putting it under here because my neck is a disaster, as we all know. And I could work harder on it, and I should work harder on it, and I really should do more of this. NuFace. The problem with NuFace, and there is not really a real problem with NuFace, but you have to use it with a water-based thing. So you can't just use it on your dry skin. You need to, and you can't. They say you're not supposed to use it with oil. I love oil. Oil is my world, you know. So that's what I don't like about this, is that I can't just, if you use it without anything, it hurts. But it is good. I mean, it definitely. And then these balls are cold. It feels good if you need to cool down, but if you're cold, it feels cold. And I wish they were gold, because gold is a rejuvenating thing. I like that it's basically quiet. I like that it's portable. You can bring it with you on your exercise bike and kill two birds with one stone. You can multitask and do your facial rejuvenation exercises. And I disagree with not using it on your neck. The whole point is the neck. The whole thing is about the neck and also right here because right here goes right up to here, the middle, and it connects to the back. It's all about this is why the sign of our aging is right there in our neck. That's why you cannot deny it. Whatever the neck looks like is how old your body really is. And if you can keep your neck good, but I also think when they say don't stimulate, it's going to hurt your heart or something. No, they don't want you to do that because they don't want you to get too much enlightenment. I think you got a little electrical device, battery operated, giving off a little shock, little stimulation, little electric stim, which does rejuvenate because you definitely see positive more youthful results from using one of these things. And of course, the best thing is this. Only thing I wish were different about my special Derma-Wand. Also, the battery wears out way quicker than you think. This is the small one. This is the portable one, which I like for my face because it's smaller. But the big one has a little dock that you can leave it on, which is nice. This one doesn't have that. But the Derma-Wand is so important. I mean, you have to plug it in. That's a bad part. And then you're locked into however far away from the plug you are. You have to stay there. But you can use this with oil-based products or water-based products, which is important to me because I love oil-based products. And my skin needs oil. Oil is the blood of the earth, and it really is true. Oils. You can't live without. You need water and oils. I would say you need oils almost as much as you need water. So Derma-Wand the Derma-Wand. Derma-Wand and NuFace are super important to keeping it all, I wish I used this more. I don't know why I don't use this more. I should, because I think I'd look younger if I used this more often, the NuFace. And I really don't use this as much as I should. This is almost like every morning you almost want to do your Derma-Wand just to kind of wake yourself up. It also increases the serotonin, so your day begins on a little bit happier note if you wake up with Derma-Wand. Probably this as well, because stroking upward on the neck. Think about how the cat is like, oh, my neck. We have the same thing. It feels good to stroke our neck. And that's why we should stroke our neck with these things when we're at home alone by ourselves. Or just you don't even need gadgets. You can just take your thumbs and stroke your neck. It feels so good. You can feel it. If you get into it enough, and if you've activated this area with these electrical stim gadgets, then when you go to using your own hands, your fingers, let's not take away the power of the human body. We are magical and powerful. And if you don't know what magic means or you have an issue with the word magic, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I would say, I get it. When it comes to magic, this is why we're magical. Want to hear why? This is the reason. Because the human being is unpredictable. That is why we are magical. Think about that. In fact, I had this sort of slightly sort of ish crush on this Asian guy that I run into at Best Buy. And I don't know, we had this long talk about all this stuff. We just had a nice connection. And I didn't see him for months. And I kept going back there. I never saw him. I didn't know why. And then finally I started seeing him again. And then we had different interactions about all of my hacking issues and things. And then I was talking to him the other day, and all of a sudden I started running into him. I'm like, oh, this is so fun. I love this guy. I can just tell he's like a real person. He's like a real spirit. He's one of those people who's not going to sell his soul, I don't think. So we were talking, and he teased me a little bit. He's very respectful. I mean, he's Asian, so. But I can tell he's a funny one too. So we started talking about, I made a couple comments about real people, or people who think their own thoughts. People who think their own thoughts, as opposed to people who follow other people's thoughts. Right? And it's almost like there's two kinds of people in the world. The people who think their own thoughts, and the people who just follow. And everybody who thinks their own thoughts has also followed other thoughts at times in this life, you know. But then those that think their own thoughts will break away from the programming, even if it's the deepest programming and you're just completely raised in the programming. You can still break out. This is also, I've had these bites and these weird lumps on my neck. One thing, the tension in my neck has been severe at different times this last couple weeks. Super intense. So I had my daughter like press on these spots, and the same thing that happened the last time I had my other daughter press on certain spots, this swelling happened right where they press. All of a sudden it's this huge lump. So it's like it did release something, but then that came out into the skin and puffed it out, and then I need to process that through by massaging it lightly, maybe using these things, and to break it up and distribute it out and flush it out and drink a lot of water, and then use the oils. The oils detox. The oils, if you put different herbs in the oils, like this girl did, Sarah. Yeah, I didn't close this. That's why this leaked. Oh gosh. The only thing that oil where you don't want oils is on fabric. You know, it's okay to have it on skin, leather, but on clothes it's not good. So this has got. She says this has UVA and UVB because of. Oh, she doesn't put the ingredients, and I threw the box away. Darn it! I should tell her to put the ingredients on there. I was going to get one of those for my kids for Christmas, in their stocking or something. So, anyway, back to the salt, guys. If you know what else I did, I took baking soda. I made a paste with the coconut oil, and I rubbed it onto my sore muscle, the swellings, you know. And salt. They say don't eat salt. They're lying. They just don't want you to cleanse yourself. They want you sick so that you have to go to the doctor. And then take their medications and then pay for it. It's a funny game. Thank you, Mom and Dad, I guess, for all the craziness that you had offered us in your wonderful world of whatever. Thank you for knowing that going to the doctor was not a good idea if you didn't need it. You know, my parents were pretty good about. They were both very natural. They both believed in good food. My mother never got caught into buying white bread and all that processed food. She never did. She was always really natural. And I'm positive that was contributing, that contributed toward my ability to stay clear of a lot of the, you know, the additives, the fluoride, the stuff they put in food. You know, I remember her talking about ice cream and how they put all these additives in ice cream, guar gum and things, and it wasn't just cream and sugar and milk anymore blended and chocolate or berries or whatever. It was this millions of ingredients were suddenly in ice cream, and my mother used to read the labels. She was really good about that, and she used to talk about the ingredients of food. And so I really was raised with a sense of what good food meant, what organic food meant, what quality food meant. And my mother would probably spend more on, you know, natural products from the supermarket than she did on just saving money and buying a lot of crap. You know, you couldn't get my mother to buy crap. I mean, if I wanted cookies and brownies, I had to bake them myself. And, you know, I wanted them bad enough that I did bake them myself. So I needed my chocolate. So I became the baker in the family, and I baked all through my middle school middle age. No, I only baked brownies once. That was recently, and I put chocolate mint. Oh, by the way, if you put my battery's dying, sorry. If you put chocolate mint balls, dark chocolate mint balls, Ghirardelli dark chocolate mint balls that they're selling right now because of the Christmas season, and you can cut them up and mix them into your gluten-free brownie mix. Oh my God, they're so good. Or you could just probably put them in whole, and then you get this big bite of a squishy Ghirardelli dark chocolate mint ball. Those things are so good, you know. I mean, you can kind of taste that there's something in them that's a little bit on the waxy side, which you almost wish they were a little pure, but they're pretty good. So, you know, whatever. This is great stuff. It's not cheap, but this is not cheap. And there was a sale on it the other day, and I finally got the money to go down there and get this sale, and the sale was over, but I still bought 2 of them because this seriously works. when you get older, your skin, it just gets more bumpy and gross. And my arms have been getting that, ugh. And I'm like, oh, I have to work more harder on my old body. I've been rubbing it with all these creams and all this stuff, which does help, with the flushing out the lymph. We should be self massaging anyway for the lymph, our lymph system. I also like the fact that this comes with a little vibrator. Here, look, see, look. Here's a little button. Bzzz. So you give yourself a massage. It helps break up, trapped energy, trapped stuff, whatever, parasites, old debris, old whatever. It helps anything that vibrates. Like this I got the other day. This one's really loud. And this I'm going to put on my stomach and, one of those little Christmas things. But massaging things is good. This, with this together, look, they match. This would work well. This is Lipo Lotion. So, is that it? Is that all I was going to talk about? Crystal New Blueprint is one channel I wanted to do. Then I had this other idea of doing, I don't know why I'm not saying it. I think I'm going to wait. Not sure why, but should I say it now? I don't know. It's funny. Sometimes something stops you from saying something, and it's unusual. So thanks for watching my channel. Feel free to subscribe and like my video and other videos if you want to. And I will tell you about my new channels coming up. I'm just figuring out. I'm still, I haven't done it because I don't want to have so many channels, but I want to have the right one. I don't want to wish I had something different. And they only give you certain amounts of time to change. And, I'm aware of like the stalking. I was like, how do I do things where I feel, you want people to stalk you when they love you, right? Well, not in a bad way, but, people who are hostile toward you and block you from their Facebook page and then stalk your Facebook page and try to use everything you say against you. So anyway, I just wanted to be, this is what I want to say. We need to, as a group of people, I'm stuttering now. We need to fix some systems here. We need to fix family law or build something extra alongside of it that's actually useful, because this is what I learned about law. Law is punitive. That means it's a punishment system. It's designed to punish. And it seeks to punish. And it uses fines, sanctions, and jail times to do that. So if you take a family which is already hurting because they're broken, and you put them into a law system that is designed to punish, what you get is a broken family then punished by the law. And a lot of the money that they would have to support themselves, either as a group or separately with children to support, the law then takes the money and sanctions and fines them, and they take the money. They're not there to serve the family. The law is there to abuse the family because it's a system based on punishment. If you go to the law to ask a judge to resolve your problems, you're in big, fat, freaking trouble if you're a family that's already been fractured. Here's a family. Here's a fractured family. Here's a family after being in family law. That's what happens. So I guess I was immersed in family law in this lifetime in order to expose this, like do something about it. I don't know. My daughter's in law school. As soon as she got into law school and we came out here to California to support her and be her family and keep the family together in that way, the sisters, we've all been shoveled with law, and it's really like to find out what the legal system is actually like and what it's based on and what its intentions are. If a system seeks to gain money through punishment, then, well, first of all, why would you go to that kind of a system to get help? You need people who care about children and to help you. And I think that families there needs to be another way. So this whole thing with my crystal new blueprint or something blueprint, I'm not sure yet, but that is where I want to think of other ways to do these things, solve these social problems that we have, other than the way our legal system is set up, which is it's actually the way it's set up. Once you get in there, you realize it's organized crime. It is organized crime where the lawyers are the only winners and whoever they give their kickbacks to, right? Would they do that? I don't know. What do you think? Would anybody ever act criminally or greedily on this planet? Would anybody ever take advantage of another being on this planet for their personal gain? Have you ever seen that? I have. I've seen it a lot. I don't think you can avoid seeing it. Anyway, I just want to give a special shout out to my friend Kat, who helps me all the time with my legal stuff, and also Thomas for writing me, for seeing me in such a nice light as far as, and just like getting the point of me on this in this internet world, what I'm trying to share and appreciating it. So, and I can't respond to everything all the time because I get super busy. If I didn't have all this legal stuff to deal with, I'd have a little bit more time. But if you guys want to respond, if you want to write me stuff if you say nice things to me, of course I love that. If you want to do that on the channel itself, then that's a nice place for me to respond, because I feel bad if I can't always respond in an email. Sometimes I can, but I'm going to be shifting a lot of my email addresses away from the ones that have already been hacked. So, which is another reason I wouldn't give up my channel. I don't want to give it up, but it's just sort of, I need to get something fresh that they don't have access to. Because, I don't want to, I'll share, but not everything. Don't go into my private stuff, guys. So, yes, do believe in magic, and do believe in crystals, and do believe in magical breasts, because they feed the nation. And don't hate people who have magical breasts, or who think they have magical breasts, or who don't know that they have magical breasts and find out later. And don't hate people who move to California, because I never hated anybody who moved to California, but there's a lot of people who hate people who move to California, and I found that out. I didn't know that was a thing, to hate people who move to California, but it is a thing. And to hate people who live in California, that's another thing. I never hated anybody for living in California. I always wanted to live in California. But, I've hated people who, I've had things where I didn't have good experiences in California, sometimes growing up and stuff, but I never hated the whole state. I certainly never hated anybody for moving to California, but I found out back in Maine that they do hate you for moving to California, and one of the town managers just told me that. He said, yeah, we hate people who move to California, and I've had fines and liens on mine because I moved to, there's other reasons they probably hate me too. I'm from New York. People hate people from New York. People hate people from New York. People hate people who move to California because they're jealous of them. And then they hate New Yorkers because they hate New Yorkers. I like New Yorkers myself because I'm from New York. So see, 2 reasons to hate me. Plus they hate blonde, so that's another reason to hate me. I'm not a blonde right now. So you can't hate me for being blonde, but I do miss my blonde hair sometimes. And I look like one of those, I look like a teacher. I think I look like a teacher now, or, what do you think? Or a librarian, Maybe I could be the sexy librarian. Or I look like a lawyer or a badass redhead. Well, I don't know about that, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it, but I'm just missing, I don't know. I'm going through phases. So one of the channels I want to make has different characters in it. So I'll talk about that later. What else? Anything else? Anything else to go over? I have lots of ideas, and just thanks for hanging in. And I want to make more videos for this channel because I do have. So I'm curious who's going to follow me over to my new channel, my new channels. Also want to do this fixed family law thing, FFL, but And I really think it's important to work on that because this is serious. We need to fix this. This is a serious problem. A lot of families are not going to make it in this world. We need another way to help them besides ripping them off, antagonizing them, making them more hostile toward each other, feeding off their misery, and sucking them dry of every penny they have. That has to change. Don't you agree? You with me on that? Except for the lawyers. You can also be your own lawyer, guys. It's not impossible. You can do it. You know what? I almost wonder if I should make some kind of I almost want to make an organization that helps people in family crisis. Either deal with the law, navigate the law, even though they're not lawyers and don't want to spend all their money. Because look, this is the thing. If the lawyer charges more than the child support, then you're screwed. You're just getting screwed. You're getting fucked. I hate to swear, but I love to swear. But when you're dealing with family law, you find yourself going, fucking this, fucking that. You're saying fucking all the time because that's what happens when you get fucked by family law. And if you get into family law, you will get fucked by family law because family law fucks you over. That's what it does. So, you don't want to be in family law. So there's got to be another way to deal with family law or family issues. And that's what I want to figure out because I'm going to create a new blueprint. I'm going to create something new because I have the ability to do that. I have the ability to be unpredictable. I have the ability to think new thoughts. That is a power that we all have. We all have that. You can think your own thoughts, and you can think new thoughts, and you can think great new thoughts that help make the world a better place. Oh, and did you know that this planet is the crown jewel of all of the planets in the universe? And we're sort of raised to think taught to think it's like not that big a deal. We just study it. But it is the crown jewel because it has all this interesting stuff that you can make here, like special salts that heal your body, your human body, which is an amazing thing in and of itself. And that somehow, that this earth somehow is the heart, the magnetic energy of this planet is so powerful. It has actually become the vortex. The vortex. It's almost a portal itself of the universe. Everything that goes on here is recorded and affects everything else in the universe. I think that the creators of the universe did not want to lose their universe, even though they put a lot of creepy things here, because it could blow up. We're always annihilating ourselves. Extinction. This would be the sixth. They said the sixth extinction, but it's many more than that. I don't know. This is the thing. We need to realize that we do matter here on the planet and that what we choose to think and do and feel and be and experience and create on this planet is what gets actually sent out there. So you're powerful. You have more power than you know. So instead of giving away your power and asking what would happen if you gave all your power away, you could ask, what would happen if I loved myself? What would happen if I took my power back? What happened? Oh, here it is. What would happen if I loved myself and took my power back? What would happen if I loved myself and had all my power back? What if I had all my power back and loved myself? What if I had all my power back to myself and I love myself? I'd have all my power to love myself. And maybe I would create a really great, wonderful, beautiful world. Or maybe I'd create a world, whatever world you want. I guess you can create whatever world you want. I don't know. There's all these different Earths. It's really hard to understand all of this stuff. But I do think it is true that we somehow are so important on this planet. We, you, me, all of us that are connecting here, that are on this planet, that are listening, hearing, thinking, processing, take it in. What does it mean? Process it. What does it mean? What does this mean? What am I saying? Take it in, hear it. The voice is part of the magic. The voice is part of the activating, igniting of our light body, raising our consciousness. So what I want to do is unite ourselves so that we can create new things together faster, like new legal systems, new financial systems, new spiritual systems, you know, thinking outside those boxes to free ourselves of those boxes. And if we can inspire each other. And isn't it great we have the internet to do that? Thank God. You know, it was so hard to find people back in the old 1900s. You know, if you were reincarnated, if you were supposed to find somebody to help build a network of light or just connection, and you were born in Europe and somebody else was born in America or born in Asia, how are you going to freaking find each other back in the, 1900s or earlier? You know? Oh, anyway, I got to eat something and I'm hungry. So thanks for watching, liking, subscribing. This is a really long video. If I want to know how many people watch the whole thing. If you watch this whole video, then like it, so then I know how many people watched it, because probably, you never know. It's great when people watch, you have a fan when somebody watches your entire video. So, big kiss, guys. Mwah. Thanks for following my channel and for being part of the creating of the new blueprint. Let's create a new blueprint. It's all about the blueprint, because our blood has been encoded and affected by beings that don't really care about us and just think we're just their food. We're just their play toys and their food. We're their mice. They are the cats and we are the mice. See? They toy with us like we are their mice. And we are their mice. We're just really fancy ones with, blueberry flavored blood and stuff, because or whiskey flavored blood, depending on how much alcohol or smoked flavored blood, depending on if we smoked, or spicy flavored blood if we ate a lot of spices in our lifetime, right? You are what you eat, right? And you taste like what you eat too, kind of, right? Wouldn't you? If you ate a lot of salt, you'd be salty. You know what I'm saying? Although if you ate a lot of sugar, would that make you sweet? I don't know. We'd have to ask somebody who was eating us on a regular basis what it was like. Anyway, haha. Gotta make it light and funny. I think they actually told me, I think one of my jobs was to come here and actually talk about what was happening, expose it, but in a fun and playful way. They gave me fun and playful. So I guess this is how I'm doing, is the fun and playful, which is like making a joke out of it, Finger licking chicken. Finger licking chicken. So tasty. When you say the phrase finger licking chicken, it actually makes you smile and laugh. So say finger licking chicken. And don't feel like you are going to owe KFC, because they're not even Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. Finger licking good. They said finger licking good. We're allowed to say finger licking chicken. Finger licking chicken. It just sounds funny. It just makes you smile. And we need smiles. So anything you can say or do that makes you smile, so do it. Say finger licking chicken. It's finger licking chicken. Finger licking chicken. It makes you laugh. I don't know why, it just does. And there's other phrases too that make you laugh. And I'm gonna, I want to say them now, but heather is one of them. Heather. That makes you laugh, right? Heather. That's funny. So finger licking chicken and heather. See, it doesn't even, there's no reason to make it laugh, but it does make you laugh. Finger licking chicken and heather. So if you need to just bring it up, the vibration, you can pet your kitty cat, you can smell a flower, you can listen to a wonderful piece of music that makes you happy. And if words comes to words, you can always say finger licking chicken and heather, and you'll get that uplift. Really, I guarantee you, I promise. If it doesn't work, tell me. Okay, if it doesn't work, but I bet it'll work, right? Because you just can't not smile when you say finger licking chicken. Right? Or heather. Okay, love you guys. Big kiss. Mwah. Talk to you soon.